I'm Andrea, for those of you who don't know. Some of you may know that, some of you may not. I'm going to just say it to get it out there. I do want this video shared all over the place, all across the world, so continuously share this video, and I will greatly appreciate it. So, I'm doing this video because I seen a post on Facebook, last night about an 18-year-old who never made it to his graduation because he made the decision to drink and drive. So I'm going to tell you on that because it takes up so much time. So, in 2013, I lost 5 family members to drunk driving. I lost my mother, my sister, and 3 cousins. I seen my mother and my sister laying in a casket. I did not go to my other family members' funerals, because they were all on the same day, basically, or same time frame. And my father went to prison. So, I was 11 years old at the time in 2013, so that gives you a rough idea of how old I am now. So, the accident happened in the end of 2013, by the way. So I'm going to use 2 scenarios using an 18-year-old. And I'm going to try to make it as quick as possible, but to get my point across, I'm going to be blunt and I'm going to be honest, and I'm going to maybe hurt some people's feelings, but maybe if I do that, then you guys will make the decision not to drink and drive. This video goes for teenagers, adults, and anyone in general, because it's hard watching someone go through the same thing I went through, and I don't want to watch it happen again. So, you're 18 years old, you go out to a party before graduation, or you go to a party in general, or whatever the case may be. But you're never going to make it to your graduation because of what happens. I'm going to put that out there right now. Some people are lucky and can make it to their graduation, some are not very lucky. There's alcohol there at the party, and you decide it's now 4 o'clock or 3 o'clock in the morning, and you decide you want to go home. You want to start heading home, but you don't want to call your parents. You don't want to call a sibling or a family member, and you don't want to call because you're afraid you're going to get in trouble by them. You don't want to call an Uber, or taxi, or Lyft because they cost money. Well, oops. Well, here's the deal. You're driving home, and you don't realize this, but you're on a 2-lane road. You realize that you're on a 2-lane road, okay? But what you don't realize is your car swerving all over the place. And here comes an SUV heading towards you. What you don't know is in that SUV is a 2-month-old, a 4-year-old, a 2-month-old boy, a 4-year-old girl, a mother, and a father. And you hit them head on because your car swerves over. So it's your fault because you're a drunk driver and you're swerving, okay? And you go into the other lane and you hit them head on. There's nothing that family can do because you're in their lane. There's no place for them to go. Okay? Well, you kill them all. You kill that 2-month-old baby that never learned how to talk, never learned how to crawl, never learned how to count, anything. Never learned anything except to eat and to smile and to laugh. And you ruined that because of your decision. That baby learned how to fly because he grew his wings. That 4-year-old didn't get to live life because you killed her. She learned how to fly that night because she grew her wings. That mother and father grew their wings as well and learned to fly. Okay? So you killed an innocent family because of your decisions. Okay? How is their family members going to feel towards you? They're going to absolutely hate you. They're going to despise of you and your decisions. And your family, there's no telling how they're going to feel towards you. Because sometimes they start to hate you, and sometimes they start to think of you as a killer because of your decisions. Do you know how hard it is for a family to deal with that? It is so, so hard. And to deal with the fact that you killed someone else's family is so hard on them because now they feel like they have to pay for them. And that sometimes they will because of your decisions. One phone call to them is all it would have taken, and they might have been mad at you, but they would have loved it so much more than getting a phone call from the police or the hospital, I think it's the hospital that calls, and the police come knocking on your door, telling you that they need you to go to the hospital because your child's been in an accident. They're lucky that you're still alive, because that accident was bad. But you came out with very little injuries. But now you're going to jail for a long time. That's all I'm going to say on that one, that scenario. Now, another scenario is with the same beginning where you don't want to call family members, none of that. You're driving home, you're still on a 2-lane road, and you swerve over to the right, and you go off down, like you're down on an embankment, and you run into a tree because you lost control of your vehicle. This time, you hit the tree, and the rear end of your car comes up into the front end, killing you. There's no possible way for you to survive an accident like that. It kills you. Hey, your child's been in an accident. We need you to come to the hospital. Your parents get to the hospital. They're told you're dead. They go see you. They say, yeah, it's you. It breaks their heart to see their baby laying right there because it's so close to graduation and you're never going to make it to your own graduation. They now have to go home and tell your siblings that they're never going to see you again because you made the decision to drink and drive. How heartbreaking is that? They asked to go see you because it's the last time they'll see you laying there. It's the last time they'll see you close to being alive. It's the last time. And so they take them to see you. And it breaks their heart, and that is forever embedded in their mind. That is forever embedded in their memories. That is a sight you never unsee. They have to pay your hospital bills now. They have to pay your funeral costs. Do you know how much stuff do you know how much that is? It's a lot of money that they have to spend because you made the decision to drink and drive and lose your life so young. They will never get to see you get married, never get to see you have children. Those children, your younger siblings, are forever scarred and now are forever broken. Your family's forever broken and they now have to learn to live without you. That is the hardest thing, is learning to do everything all over again. They will go to your graduation and sit there and look at that empty seat, and they'll hear your name, but they won't see you get up in your cap and gown and walk across the stage to get your diploma, because you made the decision to drink and drive. It was all up to you that night, and you made the decision. They would have happily came and got you and been so much happier for you to still be alive. Yes, you might have gotten in trouble for being drunk underage, but they would have so much more loved to get a phone call from you than to get the phone call from the hospital and to have to go to the hospital and identify your body. Your siblings would have so much more loved that phone call than to come to see you laying on that stretcher. Guys, you don't understand how hard that stuff is. It is the hardest thing in the world to see your family member laying there lifeless. It's forever embedded in your mind. And it's something you'll never forget. And that's why I share this so much. And that's why I want it shared all over the place. Is because it is so hard to watch someone's family go through the same exact thing I went through, just in a different perspective. My sister was able to graduate with her class. We didn't go because we couldn't stand to sit there in that group, in that crowd, and listen to her name be called and then her not be able to walk across the stage. You guys don't understand that that is the hardest thing to see, to know, and to go through. It was so hard to learn to relive life without them here. And so many families all across the world have to do it. In 2013, 10,076 people were killed due to drunk driving accidents. In 2016, 1,266 kids under the age of 14 were killed in a drunk driving accident. This stuff is hard to understand. This stuff is hard to embed in someone's mind because they've never been through the same thing. It takes that life experience to sometimes embed it in someone's mind. I took that experience and I took it in as a lesson, and I'll never do the same thing. And I promised that to myself, and I promised that to my mom. But I also promised my mom one thing. I would share it with everyone. Because I'm tired of watching it happen. That number decreased from 2013. It decreased. And then in 2017, that number skyrocketed. It was like 10,846 people. That number went up so much, and it's so hard to witness that. So please, share this video all over the place so we can change this number, so this number will decrease a lot. Please share this video. Thank you guys for watching. Bye, guys.